Okay, we are live with another quick draw. ASMK here already, huh? Hello. Oh, my hello comes from YouTube. That's odd. Hey, hello. Welcome, welcome. So I threw you here in the lobby. Wait a minute. Chat. There, that should be better. Okay. Let's wait just a few seconds so that we get more people. Because I know you want your request to be made, but let's try to get other people's requests as well, okay? Can you draw a page in LabRat from Glossology? Going mall shopping, please? Okay. Let's get in some requests. And I'll open here my... just a second. I'm opening a new quick draw file on Krita. Request Snaptrap teaching Dudley puppy like a school teacher. This would be fun, and give Snaptrap glasses. Oh, very interesting. There are two already. Maybe I'll do these two together. What do you guys think about that? Huh? Maybe I'll do everyone in a classroom. Oops. Let me just set things up here. I wonder my message come from YouTube. What? This is so annoying. Maybe streaming from several places isn't the best thing. There. Because all that Kick has given me so far. Hey kitty, what are you doing? It's just me talking. My cats get all nervous when I start talking, and they go up the bookshelf and hide, and they make some noise when they do that. Let me see. Did that resolve the problem? Yes. I do wonder why my messages come from YouTube. Oh, she's at school at the moment. She's doing okay. So, Dragona, my daughter, for those of you who don't know, she's at school right now, which is why this is the time that I have to stream without having her bother me, and without me bothering her, because she likes to watch cartoons. Yeah, no, she's fine. She's a good girl. She doesn't need... I don't need to worry about... Oh, that's so cool. When I switch from one thing to another, that is awesome. Krita. Why isn't Krita? Why isn't Krita appearing? Group selection, rename, move up, align, stretch canvas. That's weird. Maybe I have to add a new one. Media source. What kind of a source was it? Display source? Focal synthetic. No, this isn't what I want. I need to add maybe a media source? No. I forgot what it was. Game video device. Rectangle widget. Browser media search. Game capture. My cats are crazy here. Is it video device? No. It has a little screen, so Krita. Why isn't my thing appearing? Oh my god. For some reason my Krita is not appearing on the stream. Oh, it appeared now. Okay. Not sure what's going on there, but now it appeared. It took a little while, but it appeared finally. Okay. Just a second, I'm trying to set up a few things here that my streaming program didn't do automatically. Is there a viewer counter? Combo, spotlight, confetti, chat, activity, snowfall, wheel spin, recent activity, goals, stopwatch, progress bar, social handles. What is this about? My channel, my secondary channel. Well, that's interesting, but I'm not gonna do that now. Counter. What does this counter count? Can I edit this? Stretch canvas, align, rename and select group. Okay, this isn't obvious, so I think I'll just delete it. Okay, I think we are mostly ready. Is Alo still here? Live. Okay, so YouTube is live, Twitch is live. Oh, I need to mute that. And Kick is also live. We are live on all 3 channels. Sweet. So I'm gonna close Discord and just keep the windows open on the stream. And okay, I think we can start. Hey Dickfart, welcome, welcome. So we are doing a kind of a collaborative piece here where SMK suggested that Snaptrap will be a teacher and the puppy guy will be like a a student. And then Alo suggested to have Paige and Labrat also. So I think I'm going to make a classroom where these characters are like students. And Snaptrap is the teacher. So something like, let me see. I'm gonna make a classroom here, kind of like this, or maybe more like this. Gonna be a door here. Horizon is gonna be around here. Just getting some lines set up here. I don't know, this doesn't look good. Maybe I need to do more of a sideways view. Something like this. So that we can get like the desks here. Oops. Something like that. Desk will be something like this. There. Wow. I noticed that your channel has strong potential but needs bigger audience to level up. With the right growing strategy, okay. Thank you for the offer, but please don't spam my channel with unwanted stuff. If you have a suggestion, that would be great, or a request, but with regards to drawing, not with regards to, I have no idea, someone who wants me to pay $50 a month or whatever. Not interested. It doesn't matter what it is. I am not interested. So if it's a scam, I'm not interested. If it's legitimate, I'm not interested. I think it's not very nice to go into people's stream and offer services. So table is gonna be like, it's gonna be like this. I don't know, maybe this is too complex a drawing for a quick draw. Maybe I should do something more like how do you say, instinctual? I don't know, instead of really doing all these lines and stuff. So snap trap the teacher. Yeah, actually I think I'm gonna do that because this is getting too technical. I'm just gonna wing it a little bit and whatever. So yeah, actually I'm gonna make snap trap over here. He's gonna be dressed like a teacher. And then the students are just gonna be like, so Alo, he really likes to make requests, but he makes requests and then he bounces completely. Like he says, oh, please draw this and that, and then disappears, which I am not a huge fan of, to be honest. The whole point is for us to interact. I'm not just doing something for you guys, you know. I mean, I get it when people are busy, right? Yeah, it's not very nice. So, you know, I feel like maybe I'm not gonna draw I'm not gonna go into too much detail with his request, since he didn't go into too much detail with his own requests, you know. Now I'm doing the student tables the way that I remember from my school. I don't know what you guys had as tables when you went to school. So I think I'm gonna make like Puppy here. Is his name Puppy? I might have to use some references because I really don't know what I don't remember what he looks like. I think he looks something like this. He has like a big torso. I'm just gonna set up like the basics of the drawing, and then I'll get into details later. So he's gonna be sitting here with his little tail wagging here. Dudley Puppy, yeah, that's his name. Okay. I had a desk with a chair, kind of like why you're making at my school. Okay. So it was kind of like this, right? Because my tables were like a flat surface and then like an empty space underneath where you could put things. And yeah, was it. And a chair. I really like the Japanese tables that we see in anime, because they have little hooks for you to put your backpack and stuff. It's like, those are really nice tables. So someone else is going to be sitting here like this. Not sure who. And then obviously Snaptrap is going to be teaching something like wrong, right? Like this. He's teaching how to evade taxes. Well, that kind of assumes he knows. Well, it doesn't assume he knows how to evade taxes, but just like he's teaching math, but he doesn't really know how to math. So what did you suggest something for me to put in this drawing, Digfart? I can feel the disappointment. Let me see what else you wrote. I got an idea. Boss Barrett from Mazinger challenging Black Beast of Arg from Monty Python. Black Beast? What is this? Oops. Oh, I almost deleted your thing. God damn it. I just want to copy it. Thank you. Let me see what this is about. I need some references here. Black Beast from Arg. Black Beast of Arg from Monty Python. Let me see. What? This is Monty Python? Doesn't look like Monty Python. Just confirm something here with me, please. Is this what you're referring to? This monster? This is from Monty Python? Let me see what else you said. I got an idea. Boss Barrett from Mazinger. Let me see what that is. So you want this thing. I think I'll draw this thing in the classroom then. Is that okay with you? Oh yeah, that is Monty Python. It's from animated section. Oh, I never knew that. That beast was slain when the animator died from heart attack. It just faded away mid-chase. Well, that sounds like Monty Python. Yeah, do it. I like it. He looks... Sure, why not? Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So we have... The monster thing, I think, will be harder to make it fit here. Oh, let me save this real quick, because I have the habit of doing these things without saving. So it's going to be quick draw. What day is it today? 2026 3 9 1. No, this one doesn't have the 1. So quick draw. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Monday and stuff like that, I've been thinking that I am kind of like wanting to start working on a personal project. and I may not be streaming quick draws as much. I'm not sure yet, but I might like do one quick draw per week, like every Monday maybe, and then use like Tuesday and Wednesday to work on this personal project. Oh, it's the Light of Lumiere project. I don't know. I feel like, after seeing like other people in the Discord server doing their own thing, I kind of got that little itch to try and do my own stuff. So let me Dudley Puppy. Just get a real quick reference of Dudley Puppy here so that I can draw him. So he is like straight head, much bigger nose, and then he's like a big strong guy, but he's like a little guy. I think he's gonna be looking at the robot guy. He has like thick eyebrows, and his ears are detached from his body. And he has the tiny little legs here. And he does have a little tail. There. So that's gonna be him. Now, the only problem is this robot is gonna be huge. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invert this somehow. Like this. Put it over here maybe. Or maybe like this. And then I can, oops. X, no, X. I can't do that? Why not? Oh, come on, dude. What the fuck? That's so weird. The program allows me to flip it when it's selected in the transforming tool, but not when it's selected with the the moving tool, whatever it is. So yeah, maybe like that. And then I'm gonna add this huge robot guy. I don't know how big he is. I can imagine he's pretty big, but I am going to make him like this size here. So he's gonna have a big old body, a big old butt, some ball arms like this. And it's gonna be the door here. Maybe I want to do someone in the hallway. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do in the hallway. I'm gonna do my little clown. Actually, he's not a clown anymore, so he's gonna be like walking by. Is there anyone else that I can add in the foreground here? Like maybe a head here of someone or something like that? Oh, come on, dude. This is annoying. Delete. Basically, the cockpit is located in the mouth. Oh, it's like a personal... no, I read personal and said personal. It's like a giant robot then. So the funny note on Boss Borot, unlike most super robots, this thing is literally junk. It's as fragile as it is very cheap to fix. It's so cheap and fragile that it won't explode on destroyed when it gets destroyed. So it's like the super economic class of giant robots. That's cool. So I think I'm gonna start with the robot here. How about Bob the Rage-a-lot? Dude, you guys could like request something that I know what it is every once in a while. You know, you always ask for stuff that I don't know. And I mean, the only reason I know what Snaptrap is because of SMK, who always requests the same things. So then I end up knowing what it is. But let me see. I need some references again. Make him sit behind and just raging. Okay. So he has like a thing like this. Oops, wrong. Wrong way. Okay, so I have the mouse thingy, and he's kind of like smiling. Sorry. He did fart. I think I asked you this once before, but I don't remember the reply. But do you know who Alodia is? I think I told you about her, but maybe you didn't know. Who? Okay, that answers that question. She's a cosplayer from the Philippines that I am a super fan of. I know that you're from... Wait a minute, where was it? Thailand? You're from Thailand, right? Am I mixing things up? Yeah, Thailand. Okay, so I'm not getting that mixed up. Do you like cosplay? Like, do you follow cosplay at all? Because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I kind of like cosplay a little bit. Like, I don't like doing it, but I really enjoy uh, following the people who do cosplay. You're from Thailand? Thailand, I'm from Thailand. Okay, yeah. I wish I could cosplay. You wish you could cosplay? Why can't you cosplay? Everyone can cosplay. All you have to do is put on some clothes and you're done. Well, I don't know. Maybe because nobody gonna let me buy it for being a waste of money. Oh, I see. So you're like, are you living with your parents still? I don't know how old you guys are. If you don't want to say your age, obviously that's perfectly fine, but are you still at that age where you live with your parents? Or is it some other kind of deal? Pretty much it's been like that since childhood, so I never get a chance to even try. Oh, I see. Oops, I need to draw his tail here, which I kind of forgot. I know the SMK has a job, so I'm supposing she's a little bit older. But I have to assume because, you know, no one really talks about their personal lives online, which is a good thing, I suppose, because, you know, you don't want to be opening up too much about your personal life. Online, at least, right? I mostly wish to never talk about my private business, the misfortune, and the immediate. Have you had mm, too much misfortune because of talking about your life, or you just are a misfortunate guy and you don't want to talk about it? Either is fine by me. You don't have to. You don't have to say anything. I understand. Get some references again. So Dudley puppy. What am I looking at? Oh, his mouth. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be like, and then his nose, big old nose. On the other news, the third stream I was supposed to watch have a blackout, and I'm gonna be down for the next hour or two. Okay, sweet. I mean, unfortunate for the other streamer, but at least we get to have your company here, which is nice. I don't know if this whole streaming thing is really working out for me, actually, you know, because I'm not sure how to get more people to watch it. Seems like people aren't that interested in art streams, I guess. Because Art Aniki has the same issue with having few viewers. I mean, I'm mostly doing this stream for the fun of it, to be honest. I'm not doing this to get like popular and money and stuff like that. Not really, because I kind of knew beforehand that I wouldn't get a ton of viewers because it was an art stream, you know. So that's not really what bothers me. It's just that I guess I've been putting too much work into it, and I haven't been able to work on my own things as much. Which, I mean, I'm having fun, but at the same time I do want to continue the Light of Lumiere project, because that wasn't supposed to like just be a site, you know. It was supposed to be like a story. So yeah, I guess I kind of have to get back to that at some point. And maybe like Mondays will be Mondays will be like a fun day when I do these quick draws, you know. Coming off the weekend, we do a little quick draw just to warm up for the rest of the week. Later today, I'm going to be posting the requests. I'm going to be opening for requests for the next art challenge. They seem to just want the free art, then actually watch the hijink. Yeah. Which is, I'm not like that like annoyed or mad at that. As long as I get to draw some funny things and some cool stuff, you know. I like drawing silly things. The trouble with people like Alo, though, is that they request like something really boring. You know, like, oh, draw these two characters at the mall. There's not really like a funny idea behind that, you know. It's like they leave it to me to come up with something interesting. Which, like, if you do that once in a while, that's fine. But if you do that all the time, I'm kind of like, okay, dude, you know what? This is not working out for me. Because most of the time when people make a request in the art challenge, for example, they already have some kind of wacky idea or something, you know? And that's more fun than just, you know, oh, can you draw my OC? Like, fortunately, I'm very good at coming up with weird things to draw. So when people do say like, oh, draw my OC, I can, you know, draw something funny out of that. Okay, so I think the classroom, oops, I forgot a little, the floor here. Hey, Akira, welcome in. Popping in to say hi. Hi. Hello. Ironically, this is the perfect time for shitpost. Yeah, I guess so. Now, my hair is growing really, well, not long, but it's like I need to have a haircut, you know? And my wife is like, when are we gonna get you a haircut? And I say, I don't know, because she's the one who usually cuts my hair. And I said, I'm just gonna let it grow as much as I can until I look like completely ridiculous. I was like waiting to see when my wife was gonna say something. So I guess I'm in the hallway kind of realizing that someone is giving classes who shouldn't be giving classes in this image here. I need a quick reference of Snaptrap. Snaptrap images. So what he is missing is actually those eyebrows. Because I knew there was something missing. But I couldn't quite tell what it was. My Snaptrap is always a little cuter than the original. Like the original is kind of a like dirty looking character. And I draw my cartoons very cutesy. Like clean and cutesy. So that's Snaptrap. Oh, he has a tail. I'm gonna draw it like this. Let me see here. I got another idea for you in the meantime. Then Kirby activate his devil trigger. I had been only cut the side of my head lately. Oh, so you're letting like a kind of like a mohawk? Not a mohawk, but how do you call that? A side cut? Something like that? You have a side cut going on? That's actually kind of neat. I like side cuts. So I think we're done with this. You leave the top and back uncut. Is it like really long or is it kind of shortish still? Let it go longer. Because a buzz cut is when you have like a skinhead, right? You buzz it, you cut everything off. A side cut is when you buzz off the sides, but you let the top and the back grow, kind of like a mohawk, but a little wider, right? Like, let me show you. Side cut image. Yeah, so like, oh, is the side cut only cut on one side? Maybe it is. Because all the people that I see here, let me see, male. So are you kind of like this guy? Shaved on the sides, but the top is growing. He shaved the back as well. But not everyone does. Like, I think this kind of thing is really cool. It's not the kind of thing that I can personally pull off, you know? but you know, to have like long hair like this, I love characters that have hair like that, especially if they're like rocksters or something. Yeah, it's wider than a mohawk. Yeah, wider than a mohawk. I'm not doing side cut. I'm not in the revolution. You're not in the revolution? What are you talking about? You don't need to be in the revolution or like a complete rebel to have a side cut. Side cuts are really normal these days. Well, I don't know, at least here in Brazil. Like we see a lot of people with side cuts. And some like people who have side cuts, they also wear, you know, like tuxedos and fancy clothes. So it's kind of, even respectable people are wearing side cuts these days, which is not my case. I don't have a side cut, although I did have side cuts, like very unrebel, like very not rebellious side cuts. Just it was a little bit on the top and on the side it was shaved. My hair only looked like that directly after leaving the barber shop. Oh yeah, same. My hair is like, it likes to be rebellious on its own. So it kind of just grows to the sides and not upwards. Especially now that I'm over 30. When I hit 30, my hair stopped growing upwards. It only grows to the sides. Like I'm not balding or anything, but my hair is really thin on top, up top, you know? And if I let it grow, I end up kind of looking like Einstein. You know, the hair goes crazy to the sides, but not necessarily upwards. Yeah, that's me. I think I kind of feel like leaving this one in black and white, or maybe do like a shading layer, kind of like this. Or maybe I'll do it in the background. So kind of like, let me show you. So I'm gonna do one wall, kind of like this, just to get some perspective, you know, in there really quick. Then maybe the window can be a little bit brighter, like this. Then maybe do the ceiling a brighter color as well. I mean a darker color. I mean brighter than the wall, but not like darker than white. My hair only looks, oh okay, yeah, I already read that. So white here and here. Maybe do a little bit darker for the ground. Then the blackboard obviously needs to be like darker. I'm just gonna fill it in like this, and then I'll fill in the whites, which I think will be easier than going around everything like this. like just to bring the point home, and then I'm not gonna talk about this anymore, about the how Alo acts and how other people act, you know? Like Akira just came in, said hi, and uh, they might still be watching, but they clearly just came in because they want to, you know, be friendly, right? That is perfectly fine with me. You don't have to be here all the time to show appreciation. Just the fact, yeah, see, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting if you're a boy or a girl. I'll just call you they in case you don't want to reveal that. Because I always get you mixed up with Crystal, and I don't remember who is who. And I remember who is who when it comes to the avatars, but I don't remember which one of you is a boy or which one is a girl or whatever. Oh, you're the girl then. Okay. Anyway, I think you're both girls then, right? I don't know. I keep forgetting. Anywho, like it's perfectly fine because she comes in, says, "Hey, I just popped in to say hi." And that's really cute and that's really nice, and I don't mind that at all. But with Alo, I get the impression that I don't know, he or she just pops in, makes his request, and then bounces. Which is kind of like, oh, come on, dude, you can't even stop to say hi, you know? That's what really bugs me, I guess. Because there are other people that don't like talk a whole bunch on the stream and don't stay on the stream a whole lot, and I have no issue with that. That's not what bothers me at all, because people are busy, you know. I mean, I'm lucky that people like you come and watch me at all. So that's not what bothers me. He him in Twitter. Oh, oh, then he him. Okay. Yeah, like I'm an old guy, and sometimes I get the pronouns thing wrong, which I am super sorry about. You know, I don't like one of my best friends online is Pensy, and like they are they them, and I keep forgetting, and I think like he's such a nice guy, and I really want to, you know, be respectful and all that. But I feel like an old man, you know. I keep forgetting, and I say, oh, he's such a nice guy, and then when I say, oh shit, I said he, because they really are a nice person, you know. I really like him a lot, and I really hope I don't ever. I mean, they are. There I go. They are super cool, you know. They say, look, I know it comes from a good place, and you don't have to worry about it, which is awesome because I really don't. I like him a lot, and I only wish the best for them. And yeah, but I have such a hard time with the pronoun thing. It's like it really makes me feel old because I can't get it right no matter what I do, dude. I keep forgetting. It's so hard for me. You know? I feel like stupid. Because you'd think like, oh, come on, it's not that hard, right? But in conversation, it's so unnatural to me, you know? I don't know how else to say. Not that it's not unnatural that people like to be called they them. It's unnatural for me to call them they them just because for 40 years I never had to do that, you know. So like retraining my brain for that is like it's 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 bizarre how hard it is for me. Like I really feel like my brain is wired in a way, and I'm just too old to pick it up fast, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blabbering, but yeah. So I try my best to be as respectful as I can, and you know, and I hope I don't offend anyone. I just want everyone to be happy. I think actually the black and white on this one really brought out the, oops, brought out the image more. I like doing black and white sometimes. So I think I'm gonna finish this one like this. Just add a few more black and white parts here and there, and then we'll move on to something else. It's okay. It's confusing sometimes. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for understanding, because I actually don't feel that old, but sometimes these things catch me off guard, and then I feel old. Like old, like in the sense of being old fashioned, not like physically old. Because I know I'm 46 now, and I know that's very old for some people. But for me, I still feel like a young guy. I have a young spirit. And I don't mind if people think I'm old or not. That kind of thing doesn't bug me at all. Like, I'm very chill when it comes to that kind of thing. Or at least I try to be. I have this funny story where once when I was like a teenager, I let my hair grow, and my hair was kind of curly, so I kind of looked like a girl, depending on, if you didn't see my whole body, like if I wasn't wearing shorts and you could see my hairy legs, it was easy to maybe confuse me with a girl. So I've actually been misgendered when I was a teenager. Like, a little boy came up to me that lived in a neighboring house at the beach, one of those days that I was at the beach. And he came up to me and asked, "Oh, is such and such in the house?" One of his friends, right? Which was one of the family members. And then I said, "Oh, no, he's not here." And then he kept looking at me. And after a few seconds, he says, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And I was so pissed, dude. I was like, "Dude, I'm a guy. Will you fuck off?" I didn't say that, but I was like really angry. So, I kind of know what it feels like to be misgendered a little bit. And that was like once in my life. And I remember to this very day, I still remember that day. Just so, I get it how this kind of thing can really be, bothersome for people. I mean, I kind of get it. I'm not going to say that I know what it's like to be transgender. I'm not saying that at all. Please don't misunderstand me. But yeah, well, I guess you guys get what I mean. So I try my best not to. I try my best just to be nice, That's all I do. Because I like being nice. When you're nice to people, people are nice back to you. And everything, it feels good to be nice, So that's what I do. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling a little bit, but when I get to drawing details, I start rambling anyway in my mind. Either that or I start humming. And I'm not the greatest singer, so you guys don't want to see me sing. My wife is a great singer, though. She has one hell of a set of pipes. She is an amazing singer. So I think I'm done with this one. Oh, maybe I need to do something about the robot, right? Let me see what you guys said here. Just a second. Oh, it's okay. Confusing sometimes. I mean, you could try bitches and bros, non-binary hoes. Hey, that's cool. Bitches and bros on non-binary hoes. It's kind of a tongue twister, though. Hard to say. It does ring nicely. I can never black and white if I could use the layer setup. You can never do black and white? Why not? I don't get it. Even then, I always forget. Yeah, well, I remember you saying that. Oh, I already told this story? Yeah. the story about me being misgendered. It's a silly story. It's nothing like actually being trans or anything like that. But it does give me some perspective on this, because I always try to sympathize with people, like to try to understand where they're coming from. And that one instantly came to mind because that, as silly as that was, like I still remember that to this day. So it did cause some kind of impact on me. So I kind of use that to try to tell myself, look, it might sound silly to you, but it's not silly to other people. Like if it's something that bothers them that much, like the least you could do is try not to be bothersome. I don't know, that's the way I think in general. Like I think that if you can avoid aggravating someone, why not? you know like it doesn't matter if you, like, I myself am an atheist, right? And I don't believe in God, and I don't believe in spirits and anything like that. But um a lot of people are religious, and when they hear that I'm like an atheist, they instantly go on the defensive, right? And why is that? Because they think that I'm going to be one of those guys that's going to go, oh, you believe in God, you're stupid. How can you believe, or something like that? Because a lot of atheists, they think they're better than religious people. And I personally would never do something like that, especially to someone that I don't know. Like, my mother is religious, and my father is an atheist, and my sister is religious, and I'm an atheist. So I come from a family where tolerance is like a very everyday thing. So, like, I don't even mention a whole bunch that I am an atheist, just so it doesn't become an issue. Like, I don't have to go telling everyone that I'm an atheist. Like, if someone asks, I'll tell them, and I'll say that, um, I haven't met God personally, so I have my doubts, but I respect everyone's religion, and as long as no one is hurting anyone, I'm perfectly fine with all religions. I don't, most people are religious, especially here in Brazil. Like, here in Brazil, like, it's literally like 99% or 98%. Let me look that up. Let's see how many people are religious in Brazil, just out of curiosity. Let me see here. So, oh wow, that's actually kind of changed. Oh no, it hasn't. So we have 56% Catholics, 26% evangelics, and the group without religion, which includes atheists, agnostics, and without filiation, are 9%. The atheist group, like declared atheists, represent 1% of the population. So there you have it. Like, I, here in Brazil, am very used to being a tiny little minority of people that don't believe in some form of God. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and maybe you've already heard this from me, but I kind of envy people who believe in God, because the truth is that I kind of wish I could believe in God, because it must be so much nicer to believe that, there's justice in the afterlife, and you're taken care of in the afterlife, and things aren't as horrible in the afterlife as they are in life. Like, I really wish that I could believe that. But I was brought up by, my father is a physicist, and he's a very intelligent guy, a very skeptical guy. He only believes in stuff that he, verifies, kind of like in a scientific way. And I guess I kind of got that from him, you know. So it's very hard for me to just believe in something. Even like if when my wife comes to me and says, "Oh, did you see what happened? Such and such did such and such," and my automatic instinct is not to believe her. Is to, in my mind, what happens is, "Oh, my wife just said this and this and that." But that doesn't mean it's true. Maybe she's misinformed. Maybe someone lied to her. And my wife, she gets kind of pissed sometimes because of my skeptic nature. And I told her, it's not something that I do voluntarily. It's just my mind kind of protects me in a way from false information. And I have to kind of verify everything to see if it's true or not. And unfortunately, that applies to religion as well. So it's very hard for me to believe in religious things because by nature, religion requires you to have faith in something, regardless of evidence or, you know. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but I kind of wish I could believe in some kind of religion. I really do. Anyway, I'm done with this one. And I'm done talking as well. So, it's less in faith and more in luck. What do you mean by that? You have to believe in luck to be religious, you think? Well, I'm historically kind of very unlucky as a person, so maybe that's part of it. So this is number 1, saving the file and creating a new one. Whoops, there's a little monster here. Let me delete that. Sketch group. This is going to be number 2. Let me add a background. White background. There you go. And then we'll add new layers as we go along. So what should we draw now? If it's happened unexplained, it's pure coincidence, and Lady Luck decides to be on your side that day. Yeah, I get that, but how does that relate to religion, do you think? Because for me, what I've experienced from my mother, my sister, and other people that I know, my wife is also kind of religious. Here in Brazil, we have a kind of a thing that's called spirita, which means like you believe in some spirits, and like Jesus Christ was actually a spirit or something. I don't know. I'm not well versed in this kind of religion, but it's a very common religion here in Brazil, where they mix a little bit of African religion with like Jesus Christ, and it's kind of like a mixture of a few different things. So yeah, that's what my wife and her whole family believes in that. So what I've experienced from religion is it's a question of you being able to believe that there's a higher power looking out for the world, or just that it exists. And for me, I don't know, my mind, it's very analytical, maybe is not the word. I think it's like it's a very, I have to see things to believe them. And this is not like a choice for me much. It's more like I don't believe things that I don't see. I can't for some reason. I'm a very skeptical person by nature. Like, it's not something that I choose to be, although I kind of do like it. In most situations, it's very helpful for you not to like simply believe things that people say and stuff like that, right? But Yeah, I'm still not sure what you mean by it is it's happened because you did it. Your faith make you determined. Oh, okay. So like if you, it's like the payoff of being religious is that you are more of a lucky person. Is that what you mean? Like good things happen to you because you believe in God or whatever. Well, that kind of makes sense. I can understand that. Religion is just an easy focus for the core. Dude, you have such a different choice of words when you speak. I'm not sure what you meant by core. Or do you mean like the core of humanity? Like most people? It's an easy focus for most people? I get the feeling that you're trying to translate something from your mother language into English and it comes out kind of odd. Maybe it's that. Anywho, so do you guys have any suggestions for the new drawing here? Because I think I might just, let me think. Well, I already did. The Kirby. Oh yeah, the Kirby thing. I need to look up what this is again because I'm not familiar with. I know who Kirby is, but I'm not familiar with his lore and stuff like that. So just give me a second. I'll look it up here. What the heck? Nero will get his Sin Devil trigger. The true Devil trigger is Astrobo. What is all this? Oh yeah, so I think I remember now. The Devil trigger is something different from or curvy. I think I'm gonna need you to explain what it is because I remember vaguely that you said that Devil Trigger was something from somewhere else, and you want me to draw Kirby doing that or something like that. Because there's a Devil Kirby here, Evil Kirby, Devil Kirby, Dark Sage, and Thanos versus Kirby. Evil Laugh. So I got this thing here. This is the image that I got for Evil Kirby. And then there's this demon kind of a thing that I got for the Devil Trigger. So oh, hey Halo, so you decided to show up again. Yeah, I was going to do it in the school, in the first one, but you kind of disappeared, so I didn't. But I did this thing. Wait a minute, where is it? So this is number one. I was gonna draw your characters in the classroom here, but you kind of I posted it here on Twitch. Yeah, I saw your request, but I had a few questions and you disappeared, so I kind of did not draw it. Because you kind of need to stay and watch. You can't just request something and leave, right? Because I'm constantly talking with everyone here to get the right thing. Trigger, Devil Trigger is power up in Devil May Cry. It's someone else's. Well, what? Just a second. It gives you Devil form. Okay. You doing my request next. Oh, look, someone else is here. Yeah, what you got? Right. So you want me to do Kirby doing some kind of devil thing? Basically is this. Okay, let me check it out. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's creepy, but it's cool. I didn't disappear. I was just waiting for you to do it. Yeah, but if you were really here, you would have heard us talking about you. And you didn't. So that is kind of proof that you were not really here. I'll do your request, but I'm gonna do it mixed up with something else, if you don't mind. And I would like for you to be there if I have any questions. So the first idea here is to make Kirby doing a devil. What is it called? A devil? Devil trigger. Devil trigger. I'm gonna write that down so that I remember what it is. Actually, I'm not gonna do it on this one. I'm gonna do it on the one that you sent so that I can get a better image. Copy. Whoops. Paste. There. So that's a. Whoops. Devil trigger. Come on, man. Help me out here. The program is not helping me. So, do you want me to draw your characters mixed up with this devil trigger request, or do you want something else? So Kirby is really easy to draw. He's like a little ball. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do your request all by itself, sorry. Because I want to do things interacting with each other, and I'm not here to just do requests for you. I want to do requests for everyone, you know? So if you really don't want me to mix it up, I'll just do something else, okay? So I'm gonna make Kirby like transforming, maybe? I don't know. I actually have a little character that I called Monster Boy that he looks a lot like Kirby. He's like this, actually. He has a... Oh, actually, this is Monster Boy. He has like a little punk thing here, and he has wings. Sorry I'm late. Hey! MK, right? I said I would call you MK. Okay, I will. So I'm gonna do Kirby kind of like transforming here into something. Maybe like this. Obviously he needs to grow a tail like this. And some wings. Don't worry about being late, dude. It's fine. It's okay, Doki. For me, you call me MK. Okay, sweet. So Kirby is gonna be turning into a demon here, kind of like this. Demon form. And we need things to be in the background. Maybe I'll do like your characters. What was their name? One was Lab Rat and the other one was Stephanie, Barbara, I don't know. Lab Rat and someone. Lab Rat cartoon. Okay, it's really hard to find your character. Obviously, it's not something that is super popular. Cartoon, black kid. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I found him, finally. So... So I got one for Lab Rat. He's kind of like this. He's transforming. I'm gonna say him. I'm gonna make him like... And then who is the girl? Alo, are you still there? What is the name of the girl that you want? I'm gonna focus on Kirby here while he decides if he wants to be a part of this or not. Yep, that's how it looks. And he has the nerve to say that he was here all along. Sure he was. Well, I guess I'm not drawing his request again then. Alo, if you're there, please reply. I need to know the name of the girl so I can draw her. Because you wanted Lab Rat to be with Stephanie or Susan, or I don't remember the name of the girl. Help me out here, man. So Kirby is gonna be like full on evil mode here. Hello again. Hello. So what's the name of the girl that you want me to draw here? It's lab rat and who? Nah, dude, relax. Don't antagonize him. It's fine. I'm not stressing out over this. Typing what? So I literally just ask you. You asked me to draw a guy named Labrat and a girl. I don't remember the girl's name. What was her name? Stephanie or Sophia? Something with an S, I think. Paige. See, it wasn't. It was nothing with it. Okay, so that's what I needed. See, that's why I need you to be here so that when I ask you something, you're there to say. So, lab, rat, and Paige. So she's the blonde girl again. Okay. I'm always up to draw cute little girls. Or cute grown-up girls as well. Thank you very much. Now I will draw her as soon as I'm done doing the Kirby thing here. And he's gonna have a tail like this. Or maybe like this. I don't know. There, whatever, that's fine. So hey, sorry, I'm back. Can I see what the final art looks for, if possible? Also, what's the request about? So this request was about Kirby transforming into a demon through the demon trigger thing from Devil May Cry. The last one turned out like this. I did it in black and white just because I thought it would look cooler. So yeah, let me draw this little guy. I'm gonna open the reference here and I won't be able to see what you guys are saying for a little bit. Just hang in there. Oh, come on. So he has a weird shape for his head. It's like this. So he has actually really thin fingers here. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw his other arm here, I don't think. Otherwise it will just get in the way. And then the girl here, I need to sketch her out real quick. She is a cutesy, whoops, blonde girl with like a backwards cap thing. And kind of wavy curly hair. Like this. She has a very cute design actually. Kind of like this maybe. She is very skinny. So and she has a little curl here. Okay, so I think that's enough to ink it out. Oops. People in this cartoon have incredibly skinny arms. And she has small little hands, so it's not that big. Though her fingers are like twigs. What else? Okay, so obviously I need to do her face. She has little black eyes. Does this devil trigger make you evil as well, or is it just like you turn into a devil but you still retain control of yourself? And because I think they would be running for their lives if Kirby was about to turn evil. But I get the feeling that is not the case. It's a very interesting hair design thing going on with this girl. So there you have it. The two characters are like, oh my god, he's turning into the demon thing. Which I can actually do a little bit taller. I mean, higher up in the drawing. Like this. It's just power up that makes you look tough. Okay. The guy's name is Labrat. Hey, sorry, I'm back. Sounds cool. Okay. Well, oh wow, we're coming up on 2 hours of streaming already. Yikes. So his shirt is blue. I think I'm gonna color this one just because whatever. I don't know. So like that. What? Oh, I deleted the layer. What the hell? So he has a blue shirt, sweater. And she is all pink. I just got another idea, if you wish. Okay, shoot. And we can use it for the third one. So her sweater shirt thing is very light, and her hat is much darker, like a lot darker. Like that, maybe. And she is blonde, like this, or maybe more like this, with light Caucasian skin, like so. And what the hell is this? I think those are her colors. He is a young black guy, so kind of like that, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, that looks about right. With black hair. And then Kirby is like pink, right? And he's like just a pink little ball. Although I think I'm going to make his extremities change a little bit. From pink to red, maybe? Kind of like this. So we need to get like a bloodshot red here, or maybe a wineish, and then do like I should have done that with the wings as well. Can you draw them with shopping bags? Oh, okay, I'll do shopping bags. Liliana in her room, in her nun robe, covered in blood while holding an axe and grinning like crazy. Oh wow! And Morrigan just licking a shiny gemstone. Both are from Dragon Age. So Liliana is the archer girl, right? That's kind of like a religious person, and Morgan is the witch. That's the apprentice of the forest witch, or what was her written name? I think I know who they are. Any scammers yet? No, no so far. Yep, he's pink, so I think he would be darker to make him edgier. Black and purple? Oh, yeah, I could do it black and purple. Yes, Eliana is the rogue, and Morgan is the mage. Oh, she's a rogue? Yeah, she is a rogue. I mean, she uses a bow and arrow. But she was like from a religious thing, right? If I remember correctly. She's a daughter of Flemeth. Oh, Flemeth is the witch, the witch that lives in the forest. Is that it? In Dragon Age 2, she looks so cool, dude. I love her design in Dragon Age 2. So I'm just gonna draw his wings kind of red. I'll add some purple later on, okay? I promise. And I'll do the shopping bags on the character's hands as well. Although I am not sure why that's like something you would request, but whatever, I'll do it. Whoops. So he's missing a little there. Color. Yes, that's her. They gilf her up in the second game. They gilf her up. Okay, I think I know what that means. Though I never heard it said that way. She is a mother, so you can call her a MILF, I guess. She is Morgan's kind of mother, isn't she? Yeah, she was kind of too hot for her age, but at the same time, she was a witch. I mean, she can meddle with her appearance. I always imagine. I mean, be honest. If you had magic powers and you could make yourself look like the hottest man on earth, you're telling me you wouldn't do that? I would. If only to entertain my wife. Oh, I got an idea. So instead of making it like this, I'm gonna make it like this. Then I can incorporate the purple in there. Like everything that's his bones will be purple. Like the talons. My original request was for Lyra and in a shopping mall. Yeah, I remember that. Maybe this is all happening in a shopping mall. So what am I gonna do here? Let me think. Oh well, then I need to paint these. I'm gonna give him like yellowish teeth. And maybe reddish eyes. Like this. Yeah. So there you have it. So Kirby is turning into a demon thing while they are coming out of the shopping. I don't know. J was the store that they were in. And maybe he's like holding a bunch of things that she bought. She doesn't look like one of those girls that would buy a whole bunch of stuff. She kind of looks like more of a brainy girl. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe she is totally like into buying a whole bunch of stuff and I don't know. So he's carrying her presents here. My original request, blah blah blah. Fleming is full blood mother of Morgan. Oh yeah, she is. I don't remember. I'd be freaked out and scared too. I remember that Morrigan was supposed to be like a vessel for the old witch to inhabit, or something like that, right? And then like Morrigan said, you know, fuck that, I'm not doing that, and ran off because the old witch kind of used all her apprentices as a way of living forever. Like I vaguely remember some kind of storyline like that. Now that's from the first game. I don't remember if any of that spilled over to the second game. I don't think so. But anyway, I just have this vague memory. So her being her daughter was kind of like she didn't really care about that too much. She just wanted to use her as a vessel to keep on living forever. Flemeth might try to live forever, but if there's a chance to saving old god soul, then her very own death is just a part of it. She got all the time for contingency. Okay, well, like that time she saved you in the second game during tutorial, you revived directly at the start of Act 1. Yeah, she does save you, right? But then she says something like, well, I was interested because I saw you defeating an ogre or whatever. But now my curiosity is sated. And then she kind of leaves you. And you say, hey, I want to become a dragon too. And she kind of laughs at you. Or just like, well, you have some potential, kid, but yeah, that's not going to happen. So there. They have a bunch of things that they want to buy. I think I'm going to make some special effects here. Like, oh, I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna have to try a few different things here to see what works. Gonna start out mixing this up, and then maybe going like. Yeah, I make sound effects as I draw. It helps me imagine what the hell is going on. So he's gonna be like. Maybe make this smaller. Flemeth literally said, I just saved you, so do me this favor with those stupid nomad elf for me, would you? The elf nomads? I don't remember the details of that. I remember there was that elf character that was kind of like weird, a weird elf girl, and she had a thing with the mirror where she killed everyone from her clan or something. Yeah, that second game was not the greatest. I played the second game first, so I kind of fell in love with it at first, but then when I saw the story of the first one, I was like, oh, this is so much better. Why did they just stay in one little city and stuff like that? I think that maybe, let me see. this. I mean, I suspected that maybe, just maybe, you didn't really like dark fantasy. Me? Oh, I like dark fan. Well, I don't know. I do admit that I don't like sad endings very much, and this kind of seems to be like a recurring theme these days. Like everything turns out bad in the end for some reason. I think we are living in a very cynical time. Like I miss happy endings. You know, I miss happy endings, and I think it. You can make the thing dark if you want to. I don't mind it at all. But if all that you're showing me is like sadness and suffering, well, then maybe I'm not that interested. You know, I don't have issues with things being sad, but like if that's all there is, then yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Like I think that, the happy endings are, they can be very cool. And people seem to have kind of forgotten that. Love the effect here. Kirby is like an eldritch horror law. Yeah, a little bit. The thing about Dark Fantasy is that it's gonna need at least 10 straight novels to make it truly bright again. No, I don't agree with that. You can make like a really dark fantasy that has a happy ending. It doesn't, and what I mean by happy ending, it doesn't mean that everyone is happy by the end. That's not what happy endings are for, or like. I mean, like, the evil villain is defeated, and now you have a chance to rebuild your civilization over the next 1,000 years or something like that. That's a happy ending. I mean, it's still sad. The civilization is still destroyed, right? But there's like hope at the end of the tunnel. It's not just like everyone is dead, everything was for nothing, there is nothing good in the world. Okay, that's cool, but what's the point of watching something like that? If I want to watch something like that, I'd turn on the news, dude. You know? Because the news is pretty much grim all around. And it gets worse each time. Um, or you could try to bull rushing it like Veilguard. Kirby's like an elder horror. He's not? Yeah, well, Kirby is one of those characters, much like Toy Story and Cars and other characters, that makes me think, how? How does this work? How do they reproduce? How do how do they come into existence? How? Just how? How? It makes no sense. He's a pink ball. How did he even become a successful character? People like this thing? Because, there are certain characters that are like, they make no sense, dude. Like, I threw away so many toys when as I was growing up, and Toy Story made me think, oh my god, I threw away like the guys that were with me when I was a kid. I have some of my toys still, like my Legos. I couldn't bring myself to throw them away. It's a way to traumatize a bunch of kids into thinking that their toys are like alive in the trash. And I'm not gonna say anything about cars, like seriously. So Kirby is transforming into something here. What else was there? I had to draw the bags. I drew the bags. I have to draw... Someone made some other suggestion. I don't remember what it is. Can you guys remind me? Or did you guys forget as well? I can't, for the life of me, I cannot remember what it is. I'm gonna make them like standing outside a mall. What? There. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. I need to... Red and blue are two colors that don't go well together, and you need to be very careful. I think also over here. What? You're welcome. You guys are talking amongst yourselves, and I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Which is fine, don't worry about it. I am not a very curious kind of a guy. So this is gonna be the mall, like the front of the mall. I'm gonna make some trees here in the background, like this. Maybe make this a little bit smaller so that I can actually add some detail here. Maybe put some asphalt here. Okay, so no. I want it like this and then like that. Okay. Blocking view, blah blah blah. Okay, dude, go fuck yourself. It's above the reply. Yeah, but I can't read it. It's not big. It's like blocked. Let me see. Oh, like your ideas. I like your ideas. Oh, okay. I had to go back and read it. Because for me, the chat window is actually very small here. Oh, I can open it. Sorry about that. I did not this new program, there's a bunch of things that I still don't know. I'm still learning, so sorry about that. Anywho, so I'm gonna make more trees here, like this. Well, maybe more like this, right? Trees over here like this. Like little bushes thingies. And they're like in the parking lot. So something like this would be the door. There would be windows here somewhere. Actually, maybe it would be dark, right? No, I don't know. It might. I don't know what I'm doing. Mall. It's with an A, right? Mall. And so I'm gonna try to make some random details here, like this. I'm gonna blur all this out, so it's not really gonna matter that much. Maybe do some darker areas here, like some shading. And then maybe do some people out here, like a crowd of people, maybe. I wonder if this is good enough. Just to let me see. So filters, blur like 100. Hello? 100. Too much. 50. Still too much. 25. Okay, 25 looks good. Oh, I definitely need to make some mask layer. Maybe something like this. And overlay, no, multiply. Let me think here. I think I need to make it brighter around the edges like this, and darker underneath there. So that when I do it like this, it's gonna pop out a little bit more. I need to do this sky a little darker up here. There. I don't know. Does this look too like sloppy? You know what I like to do sometimes? I like to cheat like this. Animate background mall. Let me see. So anime background mall. I think, let me see, crowd. Anime background mall crowd. So maybe this one? Copy. Instead of going through all that work, I can do something like this. Right? Put it under there. Make a blur. Nope. Filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and then go 25. Okay. Do I need this? I think this is not looking great. Oops. Select all, cut it out, and then add some darkening here like this. But then this is too strong, I think. The colors are too bright. So I'm thinking that I'll just tone them down a little bit. Not too much because it has to look like a cartoon. Yeah, this background is not working. I need to find another one. So images. Let me see here. Maybe this one? No, this one is going to be too dark. I need something like cartoony. Cartoon. Let me see. Let me see. So maybe this one. Copy image. Paste it here. Make it big enough to cover all the background. Okay, I think this one's gonna look better. And I have some leeway here. Like I can pull it to one side or another. So maybe this will look better. And then I can do like filters, blur, Gaussian blur, 25. Maybe it needs to be more like this. Yes, I think so. There. See, it's a little cheat, but it works really well, as you can see. So I'm gonna just, well, I'll just leave these here along with the sketch and the references so that it looks a little bit more whatever it looks like, I don't know. And no one is the wiser to what is actually in the background. So a blur. Whoops. What is this? No. Here. There, this is the layer that I want. There. I think that one is done. Hey, Eric. Thank you for dropping in. I'm just finishing the second one. I kind of feel like I need to do some shading now. Just because there's so much lighting going on here that actually I think I'm gonna take these effects, duplicate them, and then blur them to get that shine effect. So maybe 10. What? Oh, I duplicated the wrong thing. Get out. Get out. There. Duplicate. Now blur. No. Blur 25. Filters are just gonna make it super bright like that, and then overlay. No, overlay is not gonna work. I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit like that. Then it looks kind of like it's glowing a little bit more. Maybe do this over everything. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so then I can do my shading here. And multiply here. I want this to be at 10 and just, hello? What am I doing wrong here? Shading, multiply, 50%. Oh, is it under the colors? Dumbass. Okay, I need to put them over the colors, obviously. There you go. Then I can make it a little bit more dramatic, you know? So they are in the mall, making some acquisitions, when all of a sudden Kirby goes evil dark, I mean demon mode. So how you hanging, Eric? Is everything okay with you? I was telling the guys that I was thinking of not doing so many quick draws because I kind of want to get into my own projects, like working on the story for Light of Lumiere, which I've been, you know, working on for years now at this point, decades even. And I want to get some story out, you know. So I'm not going to be doing as many quick draws. Very bad day. Oh Jesus, you guys, you gotta be the unluckiest guy I know. Like the day that you say, oh, today was a good day. I think I'm gonna open some champagne or something and celebrate. So what happened today? Don't want to share too much. Sorry, suffice to say that I snapped a bit today. Oh, okay, you got angry about something? You don't have to answer that. I know you said you don't want to talk too much about it. That's fine. But I'm sad to hear that. I wish everyone had a great day. So there. That is what that is gonna look like. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours at this point. You guys want to do a quick third one? And then we can end the stream at, you know, maybe 3 or 3.5 hours. Because I want to do at least 3. Three seems to be like a good number to land on. This ain't the place to tell that story. Okay, gotcha. Good days are to come. Yes. Anyone else? Oh yeah, what did you suggest? Digfart? Fantasy Dark. Oh, it's right up here somewhere. Flemeth something or other. Oh yeah, it was Liliana and... Oh, where is it? Where is your... Jesus, is it that far back at this point? Oh, I can't find it. Can you just post it again? I think it was Liliana with an axe and blood on her. And Morrigan with kissing a diamond or something. So I'm gonna draw Liliana here. I'm gonna draw like a low angle to get that really dramatic sense to it. Oh, it's been a while since I haven't drawn. It's been a while since I've drawn Dragon Age stuff. Liliana and her nun robe. I read that wrong both times. I read run for some reason. Covered in blood, holding an axe, and grinning like crazy. Why would she be grinning like crazy? She's a rogue. Why would she be holding an axe? Just licking a shiny gemstone. Both are from Dragon Age, yeah. You want her to look derpy? I had plenty of luck in small doses last week. Well, that's good to hear. I think I'm gonna make her like kind of kneeling, you know? Like her knee is gonna be here. And her arm is gonna be like this. Meanwhile, this girl is gonna be like, Liliana is gonna be like, I'm pissed, bitch. Don't mess with me. So let me look for some references real quick. Liliana. Well, Liliana first. Oh, she appears in the other games, right? I don't like her appearance in the other games. They change her too much. For me, she's always going to be the one in the first game. Although to be fair, they kind of changed her appearance from the game to the CGI of the game. I remember back in the day, they made this CGI thing of her, and she was completely different. Like, this is Liliana for me, right? So this is Liliana, but they also made this. Where is it? This version of her, which was the CGI of those days, which was an awesome CGI, but this is not Liliana, dude. Like, she doesn't look anything like this one. Like, look at the difference. It was an awesome animation, don't get me wrong. And also, I need Morrigan from Dragon Age. And Morrigan is one that changed a lot as well. So for me, this is Morrigan. Copy, paste. But they also made, like in the CGI, she was different. And in the other games, she appears, I think, in the other games. This was her in the CGI. Dude, look at this. How different they made her. What? No, paste it here. That makes no sense, dude. These are supposed to be the same character? No fucking way. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna throw these references away because I want to draw them the way that I remember them, which is like this and like this. And the outfit, though, so Liliana outfit. The outfit changed. She started out with like a cleric robe, but then she changed through the game into the rogue thing, right? So what was her cleric outfit? Oh Jesus. Oh, she has a nice outfit in the other game. In the third one. Maybe I'll use this one. This one is nice. Let me see. Do I have a full body though? Oh, here it is. Nice. Inquisition? Yes. Who doesn't want to be an inquisitor? Hello? What's going on? Copy image. Paste. Why isn't it? Oh, it's underneath. Sorry. So this is her outfit in Inquisition, which now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look at all like something a cleric would use. So maybe I need to go back. Cleric outfit, or it's not cleric outfit. Cleric. It's like her religious outfit. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, this one will have to do. So here it is. Copy. When you meet her, she's wearing this, which is her religious thing. Which is not very flattering at all, actually. So, yeah. Let's start by Lilia. She is going to be looking downwards like this. Morgan just looked derpy. So basically, Liliana is a former bard from Orlais. I don't know how to say that. It was like a French word, like Orlais, right? And by bard, I mean assassin and spy. Right, that's true. She was part of that organization. She's a cameo in 2 and advisor in 3. Yeah, I remember that. So simply put, she's even more evil than Morgan at her worst. Anyhow, I'ma make a run for now. See you later. Okay, see you. Thank you for dropping by. Chantry robe. Oh yeah, Chantry. Is that what it is? So, yeah, Liliana had a more soft-spoken kind of character, but she was more. She had this relation with the Chantry or whatever that was, that used her like a spy. That's true. I had forgotten about that. Morgan was more outspoken and more like rebel-like, but she was just like a witch that lived in the forest, that wanted to see the world and stuff like that. I'm gonna make her holding the axe like this. Or maybe, yeah, I need to fix this arm here. So more like this. Actually, I kind of want to make like a one-sided axe. Like this. Yeah, that looks cool. And then on this side, it's gonna have like a, what do you call it? Like a spike? Kind of like a warhammer, you know? Warhammers have like the hammer on one side, and on the other they have some kind of decoration or something that will like pierce someone's skull. Yeah, that looks badass actually. That looks badass. Sorry. I don't know, something like that. And then Morgan is gonna be like this on this side here. 10 out of 10 dad joke. Yeah. I know. Hey, but I am a dad, so in my defense, screw y'all. These are my two favorite gals. Well, Morgan is my favorite character from the franchise. Like, it's not even close. Like, she was my love interest. She was my main gal. She was the one. I learned to turn into a spider with her. And other things. The spider was the one that stuck in my mind because I was like, oh, dude, I hate spiders. Did it have to be spiders? To quote Ron Weasley, why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? Yeah, I am not a fan of spiders, dude. Although I do like jumping spiders. We have a bunch of jumping spiders here in Brazil. At least in São Paulo. They are super cute. And they hunt other spiders that I don't like. So it makes them like super likable. So this is going to be Morgan. I need to look her up again just real quick. Oh, shit. No, this is not. This is not her. What the hell? Where is she? So she has kind of like a little armor thing here. It goes like this. And then she has some like crazy feathers that come out of it like this. So I'm gonna have to do this a little bit darker. And she has this, she's almost naked in these outfits that she wears. She has like a little robe here, and then she wears like a bikini thing. Oh, it's not that long. It's like a little bit shorter, like this. And she has like a little bit here, and the rest goes over her other side here. And then her hair is all like tied up back around behind her head. And then she has like a little spiky bun kind of a thing. I need to find some references here. Oh, Jesus. So something like this. I like her more recent look from the other game. I was never a huge fan of her outfit though. I always thought it was a little too skimpy, you know? Like, dude, whatever. She lives in the forest and blah, 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 blah. Still just put some witchy clothes on her. Don't put her like in a bikini. You don't have to do that. She's like super interesting and hot without being semi-naked all the time. Semi, I don't know. So she is kind of like this. She has a bunch of things around her neck here. I think I'm just gonna kind of, I know I say this all the time, but I'm kind of just gonna wing it a little bit and kind of create my own version of her, just because it's so much detail and I don't want to spend like 3 hours on this. Liliana, on the other hand, I want her to be like, her head needs to be a little bit bigger. Yeah. And she has this hair that goes like this, kind of around, and Something like that. Her cleric outfit, or her, I forgot the name of the thing. Something like this. Then there's an eye here. And she has like a little braid here. I think that should be enough for me to do the ink. Let's save this real quick and then do it. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to start with her. Okay, got all I need. You like her hair? Yeah. Character designs were something that BioWare were good at. Even though they were inconsistent with some things, like they kept changing the appearance of some of the races, like those horn guys from the Dragon Age 2. Originally, they didn't have horns. They were just like some kind of black kind of guy, you know, dark skin, with their own culture or whatever. But then in the second game, they decided, hey, you know what? They have these huge horns now. And like almost 3 hours. Yeah, we're gonna finish this one up. And then we're gonna, I think we're gonna be done for the day. So this is Morgan. And her feathers are gonna be here. Her armor thingy. You hate such lack of consistency, continuity? What with them changing the characters? That race thing? Yeah, I didn't like it as well. I mean, it was like, dude, you barely launched your franchise and already you're changing things up? Like, why, dude? Like, if you really have to, make a new race. Why do you have to cling to that one race that, you know? But yeah, they did what they did and changed the whole thing. Really weird choice, in my opinion. I mean, especially from a team of developers that was kind of known for their storytelling, you know? They did a lot of weird changes. Like back then, they were known as the game company that created universes in their games, you know? Really weird. Yeah, I'm not a fan of when they change things like that either. Like, not at all. I mean, like, there are certain circumstances where I can kind of understand it, you know? Like, a company buys out another company and they change things up. Like, okay, it's not nice, it's not cool, but I get it. You want to make the game your own, right? But when it's the same company, like it's the same people who created the game, just said, you know what, we don't like this design, we're gonna make a new one. Then you're kind of like, um, yeah, you guys kind of suck at what you do. Like, this isn't good, dude. Like I said, if you really want to change it, just make another race. Why do you have to make, like, take an established thing and change it all up just because you didn't like it, you know? Or whatever, I don't know what the reason was. And don't get me wrong, I mean, the guys with horns, they look really cool and all, but I don't know. I never understood it. I mean, I kind of did understand it after a while. They just were bad at what they did. Like, they were not good at closing out their stories. All their endings are like terrible endings. They were good at, you know, starting things out, but they were not good at ending them, you know, like bringing things to a satisfactory conclusion and stuff like that. Turns out they sucked at it. They were bad. So that's one of them. Here is another. Now maybe I need to make a little bit more of a crazy look in her eyes. Like Dick Fart suggested. You like the expression? Yeah, well, in the first game, they barely had any expression just because of the limitations of their software, you know? So the characters were like very unexpressive, which was kind of okay because it wasn't the selling point, you know? This studio, it was kind of like their whole thing was that they wrote good stories, you know, which was like true for the first game. The first game had a nice story. And they kind of went with that thing. So having like characters with no expression was like not an issue because their stories were good, right? However, as time went on, their stories started to suck more. And then there was that famous phrase, "Oh, my face is tired," or something. I don't remember exactly what the character said in Mass Effect, where, yeah, it was really bad. Like, by then, you know, they were like a big company, and they had to have invested in better animations, and they didn't, and it really showed, and it was really bad for them. Like, it became like a whole meme how bad it was. So yeah, eventually they fixed it, but you know, the damage was kind of done. And from then on, it was like everything they did was just kind of bad. And this was before they got into the whole DEI thing with the new game that they just launched. They just lost their spark, whatever it was. So yeah. So she has like a, well, like a symbol on her, like here, with kind of like an eye, sun kind of thing. And it goes like this. It's kind of sad how the video game industry, I get the feeling that they never establish themselves very well, you know? The companies and stuff. Like everything changes so fast that you get one company that you say, oh, this company is a solid company. They're not doing all the bullshit that the other companies are doing. But then very quickly, you know, they start doing questionable things and, you know, hiring companies that specialize in DEI, that pay them a whole bunch of money, and then they stop making good games for some reason. Like I have no issue with diversity hires and stuff like that. You know, the idea is that the more different people in the industry, the better games, right? Because we're gonna have more different perspectives and stuff. But unfortunately, that is not what seems to happen. Like every single time you hear a company hiring, you know, diverse people, you end up hearing how they are making a bad game. And I'm like, it's really annoying because all we want to do is play good games. And it's like these companies are like, no, you need to play bad games or you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a transphobe or whatever. And like, dude, it's so tiring. It's like, fine, I won't play anything anymore. Fuck you, you know? You're gonna be calling me names? I'm not sure I even like video games anymore. I mean, obviously I do. I love video games. But that's what I feel like telling these people. Like you can get your social commentary and shove it right up your ass, dude. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is playing a good game, watching a good movie. I don't care if the protagonist is a girl, a man, if they're black, or if they're white, or whatever they are. Like, if it's a good story, I'll watch it. Just make a good fucking story, you know? But it seems like they are unable to do so. And then when someone does, like Markiplier made his own movie, and everyone is saying, dude, it's actually pretty good. Like, it's not perfect, it's not amazing, but it's some solid storytelling, you know? And then they're all butthurt that people want to watch that instead of their movies. Like, dude, if you make a good movie, people will watch it. Like, we don't care who is in it, why they're in it, as long as the movie is good. Is that so hard to understand? Like, really? Like, it's always been like that. No one cares about, you know, oh, there's a black guy in the movie. I'm not going to watch it because there's a black guy in it. No one thinks like that. Like, not even the most racist people think like that. They're going to go watch the movie and say, oh, too bad there's a black guy. But they're still going to watch it because the other character isn't black or whatever, you know? Like that actress, you know, I think her name is Viola Davis, the black actress. She made a movie called Woman King. and I don't know anything about the movie. I was willing to watch it, even though in the trailer I saw her fighting a really strong, like muscular guy, and I was kind of like, okay, whatever, you know, she would get her ass beat by that guy, like easily. But I was still willing to watch it, you know. And then in an interview, she goes and says, "Look, if you don't watch this, you're a racist." And I was like, "What? What if I just don't want to watch this? Like, what if I don't like war movies or tribal movies or whatever it was? You know, if I don't watch this, I'm racist." And then I was like, "You know what? I'm not going to watch this." She called me a racist before I even said anything, before I even had an opinion about the movie. And I really liked the actress. Like, Viola Davis is one hell of an actress, dude. Why did she have to say that to begin with? Just shut up. Let people go watch it and form their own opinions. You know? I kind of lost all respect for her because of that comment. I was like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Why? The only diversity that counts is diversity of thought. Yeah, but the idea is that when you get people from different backgrounds, they are going to have the diversity of thought. Like a black person has a different life experience from a white person. That's their argument. Like it's not my argument. That's their argument, you know? And I kind of agree that to some extent, right? But if all that you're worried about is diversity hires and not like having competent people working for you, then you're destined to fail. Like there's no way you can make things work just because you have people from different backgrounds, right? I mean, and they hire skin diversity but focus to create a hive mind where all think the same. Oh yeah, that's true. Like it's a very, like Hollywood is amazingly like close-minded. Like everyone says the same things. Like the most recent public opinion thing is what they're saying, and it's like so annoying. If you don't watch this, you're a racist. My response: challenge accepted. Yeah, that was my response as well. Like, okay, like you clearly don't want, you know, people watching your movie, because if that's what you're gonna say right off the bat, you know, without any provocation, no one had said anything about her movie yet. Like that was the red carpet comment that she made. You know, like no one had watched the movie yet, and she went right out. That's first thing out the door. If you don't watch my movie, you're a racist. Ah, dude, I'm too tired for this shit. You know, like fuck you very much. But I'm not watching it. Yeah, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm too old. I'm too tired for this bullshit. I want to make a remake of The Woman King, and I'll only cast redheads. Revenge. Yeah, that would be funny, actually. I'd go watch that, actually, you know? Just as a social comment. I would totally watch that, dude. Can you imagine a whole cast full of redheads and they're all playing like black roles? Oh, that would be pure gold, dude. That would be beautiful. Especially for me, because like my wife is redhead, my daughter is redhead. I've always kind of liked redheads. Like I think that each kind of person has their own thing, you know. I'm not like I think redheads are the best or anything, but for me, it's like, you know, my favorite character in Star Wars is Mara Jade, which is a redhead. For me, it would be it would be Sweet Justice, dude. You know, it would be Sweet Motherfucking Justice. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot today. It's just that I guess these subjects kind of get to me. I don't usually swear a whole lot. I think I swear more in Portuguese when I'm speaking with my wife or you know, with anyone. Just because, I don't know, it kind of comes natural to me to be a little bit of a potty mouth. But yeah, in English, I don't usually swear a whole lot. Oh, this axe is so wrong. It's like so wrong. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it like this. Now, I don't think I'm gonna color this one just because I don't want to go too long on it, you know. I'm fine with swearing. Don't know how the stream platform takes it. Oh, I think they don't mind too much swearing. I think they don't mind swearing too much. I think they're okay with swearing. Let me see your face. I hadn't seen it from far away yet. So this wouldn't be as long as it is because it would be like coming over the breast. So it would be more like this maybe. There. Maybe I'll go for something kind of like pseudo artistic and only do the blood spatter. You know? So I'm gonna name this blood. Get like a dark red here. Kind of like this. Let's see. I'm gonna go with a 15. Remove the stabilizer. And oh shit. So she needs the rest of her arm here, her hand. There, that should do it. Did I forget anything? Oh shoots. Whatever. If I did forget anything, I'll go back. So something like this. No, this is too big. The cool thing about this is that in the games we had like a gore mode where, you know, when they fought they would be all bloodied up and stuff. So it's kind of like in canon. Still here? Okay, I see you. No worries, no worries. Thank you, by the way. You know, you've been really supportive. I always feel like I owe you a thank you because you are always very supportive of everything I do. Since that time where I did that art challenge where people made drawings for each other, you remember that? Dude, you drew so much of the things. You helped me out so much that day. It was awesome. Thank you. I don't think I ever thanked you enough. I'll never forget it. Because I was like, hey, you guys draw things for each other, right? And a lot of the people didn't want to draw for some reason, you know. Well, maybe they weren't feeling comfortable or whatever. And you really picked up the slack that day. It was really cool. Don't think that I don't remember that, because I really do. I'll never forget that day. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there was this one art challenge that I did once that had like, I think it was an April Fool's Day or something. And I said, you know what, this time around, you guys are going to be the ones drawing each other's requests, right? And a lot of people got into the thing, and you know, even Art Aniki was there, and he did some drawings and stuff, and it was really fun. But some people like didn't have anyone drawing their requests, and SMK, which I knew back then by her other name, what was it? SMK fan, or I don't remember. But anyway, uh, she really stepped up and did a whole bunch of art, like requests on her own. You know, it was so cool. It helped a lot. She also used this point here to kill people, so it's going to be full of blood splatter as well. Actually, I think I'm going to make her hands completely engulfed in blood. Like this. You know? Are you still there, SMK? Do you remember that April Fool's Day? I mean, I'm sure you remember it. That day was really funny. It was kind of disappointing on one end because a lot of people didn't like join in. You know, I was a little disappointed that more people didn't join in, but it ended up being really fun because the people who did join in had a lot of fun. It was really fun. And SMK was one of the ones that joined in the most. That was in the middle of the year last year, I think. Yeah, that was a while ago now. I don't think SMK is here right now. Maybe she's posting some of her art. There, that looks really bloody. Gotta make make some more splatters here and there on her face. Oh. Yeah, this looks really good. I had forgotten about the gore thing in the game. When Digfart suggested it, I was kind of like, why would she be covered in blood though? But I completely forgot that they were covered in blood half the time. If you had the gore thing turned on in the options, oh yeah, there was blood all the time. Because after every battle, you would be like all bloodied out. All bloodied up, you know? Kind of like she is here. So I'm going to do this on Morrigan as well. And then I think we can call it a day. Looks interesting. Yeah, so SMK, I was talking, I think you weren't listening in, but I was talking about, do you remember that day that I did like an April's Fool's? Okay, Akira, thanks for dropping by. See you later. See you some other time. You remember that time I did like I think it was an April Fool's kind of art challenge, and you did a whole bunch of drawings. Because the idea was that people had to draw each other's requests instead of me, right? and you really helped me out doing a whole bunch of drawings. You remember that day? I think you remember that day. Anyway, I was just saying how thankful I was, because I don't think I ever told you how much you helped me that day. Because a lot of people didn't want to do the drawings and stuff, and I thought that more people would get into it, you know. And you really stepped up that day, and you really helped me a lot. And I just wanted to say thank you. Anyway, I think I'm about done with all the blood splatter thing. I'm drawing something for you now. Give me 5 minutes to get your reaction. Okay, no worries. No worries, I'll wait. I'm curious. I'm not a very curious person, to be honest, but I am curious to see what you are drawing. You like it? Yeah, this is very lore accurate. There's a lot of blood like this in the game. At least in the ones I played. I don't know how, if they changed that up for the more recent ones. Have to remember to drink some water every now and again to stay hydrated. Is this a request or something of your choosing? Oh, it's a request. Dick Fart told me to draw this. Yeah, I did not I did not draw this of my own accord, no. So I think I'm gonna do something like this, and then something like, I don't know, this, and then something like this. It's actually been ages since I drew any Dragon Age stuff. Why is the game called Dragon Age, though? That suddenly occurred to me. There are no dragons in the game. The only dragons that there are in the game are not really dragons. Like, the evil witch lady turns into a dragon at one point, and there's like, in the first game, there's like an evil dragon that's more of a demon than a dragon. So I'm not sure why it's called Dragon Age. Anyway, not that it matters much. Check the Discord DMs. Are you cool with me showing it? Showing what you did? Discord here. Giant robots are so stupid. I don't understand why would anybody like them. Hey Alex, this is Kiva from Mega's XLR. I think I should check that show out. You should have said made me saying, "Oh, giant robots are awesome," or something like that. This is really funny. So this is what he sent me. I wonder if I can show it all here. He did a little comic strip. Giant robots are stupid. I don't understand why anybody would like. Why would anyone like them? Hey Alex, this is Kiva from Mega XLR. Huh. I think I should check that show out. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Hey, look. I mean, a hot redhead. I gotta check it out. And I did watch plenty of giant robots animes, right? I also watched Pacific Rim, which was kind of awesome. I think the thing about giant robots is that it can't take itself too seriously, you know? And Pacific Rim took it seriously on the exact amount that it should, which is not very much at all. And that's why it's so good. Because, I mean, come on, giant robots, you can't take that too seriously. I mean, it's such a silly concept to begin with. That, you know, giant robots are like feasible or you know, the right answer to anything. Like aliens are coming. Oh, I know what to do. Giant robots. Dude, seriously? Or, you know, in Evangelion's case, it's like, oh, angels from a holy dimension or whatever it is. I'm not sure even the show knows what they are. What do we do? Oh, I know, giant robots. And they're not even giant robots. They're like giant biological machines. I don't know. Like I said, even the show doesn't know what it is. So, and I will die on that hill. Actually, I take that back. I won't die on a hill. On any hill involving Evangelion, I will not die on that hill. It's such a, like, it tries to be a smart show, you know, but it's really kind of stupid. And I know a lot of people would be mad if they heard me saying this, but I'm sorry, dude. It really is like, there's no message in the show. It's just like, oh, monsters are coming. Let's fight them with giant monsters, other giant monsters, and that's it. Oh no, but it's about the end of the world and blah 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 blah. Dude, no, it is not. It is about fighting monsters. That's all there is. No, but Shinji in the end he needs to be approved and receive approval, and he goes through a journey and dude, no he doesn't. None of that is really. Anyway, I'm babbling. Sure. Notice what I was holding. You were holding a bucket, right? Let me see again. Wait a minute. Because I saw it, but I'm not so sure. Uh, yeah, you painted something, right? On the wall. Maybe you painted the character on the wall? Or maybe it was my nose. I don't know. What is the bucket about then? Tell me. Uh, Lucky for you, Mega X is a comedy. That's perfect. Awesome. I love comedies. A bucket tool to be exact. Oh, right. Ah, yes, a bucket tool. Now I get it. Do you guys think I should at least fill in the colors of this thing, or should we just move on? Because I'm beginning to feel like I should fill in the colors a little bit. Because just the white is kind of weird now. Isn't moving on ending the string? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Very perceptive of you. For me, it's like also exporting, not exporting, like uploading the video to YouTube. Hopefully this time it would have record. Last time when I did this, the first time using this program, it didn't record the video, which was kind of scary because I thought I had lost it. Thankfully, I managed to download it from Twitch, and then re-upload it to whatchamacallit, to YouTube. But hopefully this time it recorded it so that I can put it on YouTube. Anywho, maybe I'll just do the hair and the eyes so that people can recognize the characters better, because I think they look kind of generic without the colors. So she has yellow eyes, kind of like this, and she has blue eyes, right? Am I mixing things up? I think she has blue eyes. Let me see. I need to check. So Liliana, what color are her eyes? Yeah, she has blue eyes from what I can tell. Okay, Morgana. Whoops.
Time to go get your baby. It's 17:45.
There, it's time to go get my baby. So Morgana, not Morgana, Morrigan has yellow eyes, which I remember clearly because she was like my favorite. And I think her mouth is it's funny, but it's kind of wrong here. I need to fix it real quick. So it's too much in that direction. It's gonna be more like this. There, that looks a little bit better. Oops. So colors. There. Maybe if I just write it down, like, how is Liliana spelled? There are two L's, right? Or just one? Wait a minute. Liliana. Well, there are two L's, but I meant in the middle. Like, Liana. Liliana and Morrigan. How is Morrigan spelled? This? Oh, this one has two R's. Morrigan. So it's like this. Morrigan. Liliana and Morrigan. Oh. Nightshine asked something in the Discord server, but it's a little too late now, I think. Sure, but I'm ending the stream now. Oh, let me put that as a reply. Copy. Reply. There. great. Okay. So I think that's that. I think we are good to end this stream here. Making blood splatters is actually a lot of fun. I like when it's like an abstract kind of a thing, you know, on top of a more not abstract thing. Anywho, yep, the bucket tool to be exact. Yeah, is it moving on ending the stream? Yes, laughing my ass off. This was great. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you guys. Okay, so I think we're coming to an end of another stream. This week, I think I might cancel the next two quick draws, like tomorrow and on Wednesday. I will not be doing the quick draw. I think I'm going to be working on Light of Lumiere a little bit. If I do change my mind about that, I will let you guys know. Yeah, thanks so much. Bye bye, Eric. Bye bye, SMK. Thank you for showing up. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, see you in the next one, probably next week.